Grabbitz has this insane dark synthwave sound, and today we're going to be trying to recreate it. So let's get into it. Grabbitz usually talks about like dark topics, and that's what his songs are usually about. So he makes them in like minor keys and like uses dark and like moody synths, and so yeah. So let's break down the structure and then I'll get into the different instruments and tones that I use. For the structure of the song, Grabbitz usually starts off with like a plucky bass, and then that slowly builds up and he adds more elements on top of that and leads into a drop. And the drop is either pretty cyberpunky mid-tempo or it's like very minimalistic kind of neuro bass kind of stuff. And after that, that usually leads into the chorus, which is synthwave, very pulsy and your side chained kind of bass. That's a usual synthwave chorus basically. So yeah, let's get into the sounds and tones that I used. So the drums is probably the simplest part of this whole project. He uses very EDM style or dubsteppy. This is the kick that I'm using, and this is the snare. I'm layering two snares. One's a proper EDM, dubsteppy. One's a proper synthwave snare, and then hi-hat. And this is the post-production processing that I'm running. Just a gritty drum bass and then running through like a little bit of high-end and then some prompt just to kind of glue it and then just reverb. So that sounds like this. Let's start off with the bass parts because they're the most intricate and like the most time I put into this. Starts off with a plucky bass. I'm using two layers. One's this. How I made it was just this is a preset that I kind of tweaked. It's really simple actually. There's literally nothing happening. And yeah, this is about it for the effects. Then the second bass that I layered, almost analog or kind of subby. This again was a preset that I just tweaked. Now there's a reese bass, very simple reese bass. For saw waves, it's just a detune. Then just a distortion on it. And oh yeah, I'm running AM from this oscillator. Then for the drop, I'm using this frog bass. Pretty simple, just running an ICANN cake with two voices, and it's this filter that's actually making it sound like a frog. So I remove this. With it. Pretty simple, and yeah, these are the effects. I've added another layer on it to give it a little bit more thickness, because if you see here, this filter just cuts off most of the low end. So just getting that back with this. Just a clicky subby bass, a little bit of a resonant peak, very simple. Distortion and like multiband. Then there's a cyberpunky mid-tempo acid bass. Again, very simple, just a little bit of noise. So it's this resonant peak that's making it sound acidy. So yeah, basic stuff again. Now there's another like metallic-ish kind of sounding bass. it's like, I don't know how you describe it, it's kind of like a chord, kind of. So taking ICANN has cake with a different wavetable position on this one, and then running FM from this, and then again the resonant peak to bring in the acidy kind of noise. And then yeah, this is the same. I have subs separately for each of them because I just want it to sound like a clean sub and not run it through the effects and all that. But that's personal preference, not really. It's nothing too big, just whatever you like. And for the chorus, I'm just using a fat bass that's just, it's almost like a power chord. Very simple, just a square wave that's in this weird wavetable position. And I'm just running a distortion on it. And then I'm getting PD from this oscillator. I don't even know what you call this weird wavetable position, but yeah, this exists. So now let's get into the melodic section, like the synths, ups, and like, I guess as effects. I just move them around so that it's just all under, the same thing. So in the beginning, I'm just using a pad, very simple. Again, a preset that just exits a very, very simple pad. Like there's nothing crazy to it. Then I'm using an ARP. This is again just a stock preset, and I tweak a little bit, and I'm just opening the filter as it comes through. If I get to that, yeah. There we go. For effects and stuff, just very regular. Okay, so for the chorus, this time it's a more open, of course, block, and it's more metallic. So it's just saw waves with a bunch of voices that's kind of detuned. Then I'm taking this monster wavetable and I'm running an FM through it. So that sounds metallic. Sounds like this. With the synths, I'm doing your usual synthwave pulsating, kind of thing. Oh yeah, so I picked up this cool trick. It's very simple, but I'll just run you through this with just this one synth. So the basic idea is if you want to do any weird pulsating thing and all that, to do it very quickly, what I did was, so you run Serum effects, not Serum effects. You turn on the noise oscillator. Now if you don't want to run it through any effects, just click direct out and it will just directly go out. But if you do, then it will be off, and then hit note latch. So then whatever you're playing, your MIDI or any audio will run through Serum effects. So then what I did is I took an LFO and I made this kind of thing. So it's basically following me. So I can tweak it if I want to. Whatever, you get the idea. So that's a cool, neat trick that you can use in like different instruments, put it on weird stuff, and it'll sound damn cool. Shadows creeping up my spine. The vocals here are pretty simple. Like I'm not doing too much, just a main melody line, and then you have just a few harmonies, and there's just like a lower octave of it. That's about it. I wrote some dark lyrics on it, so yeah. Shadows creeping up my spine, and every breath feels weaponized. That's about it. The production also isn't too crazy. I bounced it off from another project. Basically, just a little bit of reverb and just your EQ and compression. That's about it. Shadows creeping up my spine, and every breath feels weaponized, lost inside a house of ghosts. I don't know what hurts the most. No more voices, no more sound. I'm lost, I won't be found. Just a shadow in the sky, left to break and spiral down. Spiral down. Left to break and spiral down. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys had fun. Let me know if I should do more artists or if you'd actually dig it if I finish the song. So yeah, and please do subscribe, and you'll be seeing me here a lot more often than before. So yeah, keep an eye out.